My name is Thembo Edson, a member of Uganda Red Cross Society. Available statistics indicate that 90% of Ugandan population use firewood and charcoal for cooking. 95% of the rural homesteads use traditional cooking stoves that consume a lot of firewood and charcoal and emit a lot of smoke into the air. This leads to overconsumption of firewood, leading to heightened activities of deforestation that results into loss and destruction of natural resources that destabilize the ecosystem and affect the overall biodiversity. Specifically in my community, deforestation has led to drought and extinction of certain animal and plant species. To provide a solution to the above problem, I have decided to work with my community youth leaders and seek their support and own the project to design, construct an innovative, effective and scalable energy-saving stove that will be constructed in homesteads and train beneficiaries on how to use the energy-saving stoves. We anticipate that these energy-saving stoves will consume little amount of firewood and charcoal, emit low amount of carbon, save heat energy, reduce the cooking time. The construction of energy-saving stoves will promote responsible consumption of firewood and charcoal that will prevent loss and destruction of natural resources, stabilize the ecosystem, and improve the overall biodiversity, where the flora and fauna will thrive. In designing the energy-saving stoves, we had 4 things in mind: saving energy, reduction of consumption of firewood and charcoal, eliminating smoke from the kitchen, and reduce the cooking time. So what we have to do is to look for materials that can help us in conserving energy and reduce on heat losses. The following materials were identified and used in prototype development. 1 is raw clay bricks, sand soil, dry grass, sawdust, burnt bricks powder, and gravel. Most importantly, raw clay bricks conserve a lot of heat energy and release it very slowly, making it suitable in heat rotation and energy saving. The key components of the energy saving stoves include the foundation which is a bit raised to ensure there is enough insulation and prevent heat losses to the ground. 2, the combustion chamber. Combustion chamber is where we put the fire and generate the heat that is saved by the raw clay bricks. 3 is the chimney pathway. The chimney pathway takes smoke from the combustion chamber up to the chimney and exported outside. Those important parts of the energy saving stoves are very key in ensuring that there is conservation of heat, there is low consumption of firewood and charcoal, reduction of amount of smoke in the kitchen, thereby reducing the cooking time and enjoying the benefits of the energy cooking stove. After testing our innovation, the following were the observed key impacts: reduced consumption of firewood and charcoal by around 40% as compared to the traditional cooking stove that was in place. 2, reduction of smoke production, where smoke was not observed in the kitchen within the first 5 minutes. 3, there was a reduction of the cooking time, where food cooked on our energy saving stove was ready earlier compared to the traditional stoves. During the monitoring of our energy saving stove, we realized that there was smoke within the first 5 minutes of setting fire. This might be attributed to low suctioning pressure that push smoke up to the chimney. 2, there was a positive finding where the stove was self-blowing within the first 10 minutes of starting the stove. The key lessons learned during the testing and monitoring of our stove: it is easy to light our energy saving stove compared to the traditional one. Our energy saving stove was self-blowing, but also we learned that the health of women and children who participate in cooking will be improved by our energy saving stove, since smoke was not too much in the kitchen. To eradicate the challenge of smoke within the first 5 minutes as observed, we are going to do 2 things. 1 is to create the ascending slope in the chimney pathway, and also create a flame bypass at the first saucepan pot to increase on the pushing pressure of smoke into the chimney.